Welcome to Hands-On with me, Chris Chinchilla. Now, I was just organising some tech stuff at the last minute there. I also am having some curious issues with my lights today. Here we go, I'll show you. I don't know if you can see this, but actually, now it seems to be working again. That's really strange. Okay. I was getting some weird flicker earlier, and now I'm not seeing it. No, there it is. Yes. Okay. Weird. I don't know. So I don't know whether to leave them on or off. Who knows? Yeah, I think I'll turn them off. There's enough daylight right now. Anyway, enough of Chris playing around with his lights and not being sure why it's not working. Today, as every week, I get hands-on with a cool piece of technology that I'm interested in trying. And today is something a little different. It's not a developer tool, as I often have a tendency to do. It's something that I will find useful for other purposes. What is it? It is Audiate from TechSmith. Now there's a few options in this space. And so one that I've tried before was Descript, if I could spell it correctly. Yeah, it is, Descript, which I did try for a little period of time. But I don't know, actually this doesn't really show you really how it works. This is odd. You've got these flashy, oh, there we go. So yeah, you can, but I don't know. I wasn't always sure if it really was helpful for what I wanted. I mostly wanted transcripts really. And so I've been using a service called Audiate quite frequently for doing similar things, but I'm always willing to give it a go. Editing audio can be a bit painful. But I think the other problem I have with a lot of these tools is trying to get them to work with your workflow. So I tend to be using Adobe tools, Audition for audio editing, Premiere for video editing. And so these tools don't always integrate with the workflow you have. So one that I also tried was Simon Says, which is mostly for Adobe Premiere. So you can actually kind of get transcripts live from your video as you edit, but it's quite expensive. So I was interested to look at Audiate. I have covered another Audiate project before. Sorry, Audiate by TechSmith. I have covered another TechSmith project before, which is Snagit. And this is a slightly different domain for them. It's not really images or video. And let's see how far we can get. I actually have some audio to edit. So it's a good time to try. If you're joining me for the first time, I'm Chris Chinchilla. You can find more about me at chrischinchilla.com, including my other videos. If you're joining me in chat, please say hi. It's always nice to know you're there. And let's get started. So it's a download. This is basically how it looks. Nothing particularly amazing or overwhelming to begin with. Let's have a quick look at, there are no preferences by the looks of it. There's some settings here. So my audio input looks like you can actually record straight through, which is going to be slightly problematic because I'm using my microphone. Language, so you can actually have different languages as well. Okay, well I reckon we import a file and get started. So I'm going to use a file from a recent podcast I had with Streamlit. I have an AIF and an MP3 here. Let's see, I kind of want to work with the highest quality, but last time I tried Audiate a while back, it wouldn't take AIF files, or it took a long time if I did. Here we go. And this is the only problem. This might take a little while. In the meantime, here we go. So when I tried this several months ago, it took over an hour. So if 4 minutes is accurate, then this is much better. We can actually see things coming through right now. Hopefully this is visible enough. It's the problem with using desktop applications in that you can't always control how large things are. Because I can zoom in on things though. So yeah, we can start to see things coming in here. Still says 4 minutes. Don't know if we can change. Doesn't look like it. Can't change the font. Hopefully that's visible enough for now. 3 minutes. I'm already seeing some quite curious results here. So my podcast is called Chinchilla Squeaks, and we've got chili. I don't know sure what that is. Chili squawque. Interesting. 3 minutes. This is it's up there with many of the other things where I have to kill time. Actually, I wonder, as a comparison, in the meantime, let's put the same file through Otter and see what kind of results we get. Compare the two for the transcription quality, of course. There are other things we get from Audiate, but let's have a look. We'll just log in. And import the file. Now, Otter does only allow MP3s, which I suppose makes reasonable sense for a web-based project as well. Well, it's allowing an AIF. Let's just do an MP3 for now. It shouldn't make a massive amount of difference. So this will also take a bit of time. Let's return to Audiate. 2 minutes. Okay. Should have set them both at the same time. It's a race against time. I can't scroll anything. I'm kind of wanting to. I wonder what these dots mean. These pink dots mean. We'll see soon, I guess. And import. So that's the import, I guess. Let's see. Processing. Yep. So we'll see how long. So half an hour of audio in 4 minutes isn't too bad. Although I think it probably been longer than 4 minutes. It's hard to tell. I'm just looking at the streaming time, and it's been about 9 minutes. Hard to tell. I waffled for a bit first. Let's see. I'm already seeing quite a lot of errors in it, so we will see. And this is actually something you often want with, I'll come back out to, there we go. This is something you often want with these sorts of tools, is the ability to create custom dictionaries and things like that. Actually, Otter doesn't let you do that either. It doesn't look like Audiate does. I only know of, actually no, I think Otter does, now I come to remember. It takes some time to build that, especially when you do very technical stuff, of course. Sorry. We'll see. It's hard to tell until we get to the next screen, of course. Let's see how Otter's doing. And I'm guessing Audiate is, I don't know if that's running locally. Let's have a look. It doesn't look like it's running locally. It's only using, it's using next to nothing of my CPU. So I think it's connecting to the cloud. We could probably have a sniff around and see where, oops. Too late. Too late to see. All right. Now, it just occurred to me we're going to need audio for this, so you can hear what we're doing. Give me a minute, and I will fix that up. Think about that, to be honest with you, but I can handle it through a combination of fun tools. In fact, why don't I show you what I'm doing? I go a bit off topic for a minute, but let's get OBS out of the way. So I use Loopback, to do this, I'm going to create a new virtual device. We'll call it, I like to give them names so I know what they are. We'll say the source is Audiate and the output is, oh no, we don't need the output, sorry, so I always forget that there. Should I hear it? I guess I should. I will put my headphones in. Let's see. Don't normally need to do this on the stream. So hence I didn't think about it. I've done it on my gaming stream a few times, but for this I don't normally need audio. Let's see. There we go. So I'll add a monitor just so I can hear what's going on. So I just check this works. So yeah, I can hear that in my headphones. And now I add to OBS. You'll have to cope with infinite screen for a minute. I add an input, and we get Audiate to OBS, and you should. Welcome to Chinchilla Squeaks. Yes, I have finally changed the name from the Weekly Squeak because it wasn't really weekly anymore. In fact, this week I have 3. So yeah, I needed a more generic name. My guest today on this... So you should be able to hear that now. It's quite loud. Okay. All right. So that's how I set it up. That was a little bit off topic, but now that's working. I'll pop that back over there and move... Sorry, no, loop back over there too. All right. So let's have a look. I will attempt to make it so you don't hear me so much. You'll hear me twice. From Streamlit. Have I pronounced that? Okay, so firstly, I think there's music here. I would really like to be able to zoom in here. I don't know if it's... No, I can't. So let's have a look around the interface. If I go this, I get the audio. Okay, the Waveform Editor. I'm not sure what that is. Is it search maybe? And down here we have some output and effects. Okay. A bunch of generic effects there. Let's come back to that in a minute. I think that's basically it. So this is my intro. There. Welcome to... So I would say actually we can cut the intro. So that's that. How do I delete? Do I just, I'm not, oh, there we go, just hit delete. Okay, so, I guess I can, no, I cannot change the, oops, hello, what did I just do? Delete selection, show, no. Oh, I just deleted it. Can I undo? Yes. But, I mean, the transcript isn't correct. So, how do I change the transcript? Audio export script, transcribe project. Is that not what I just did? Oh, that's what I just did, I thought. And I can't cancel for some reason. Oh, so yeah, there we go. So this isn't correct though. So how do, here we go. Custom word. It's not completely correct. So it's not really a custom word. So I'm guessing that's the Chinchilla Squeaks. Chinchilla Squeaks, yes, I have finally changed. Oh no, that was kind of Chinchilla Squeaks, yes. Chinchilla Squeaks, yes, I have finally changed. Okay, so that's actually yes. Okay, and that is... Let's see what happens there. Welcome to Chinchilla Squeaks. Yes, I have finally changed the name from the Weekly Squeak because it wasn't really weekly anymore. Okay. Let's have a look so far how that has compared to Otter. So that actually got it right. Although then it got that bit wrong. So, but neither did Audiate. Got Weekly's great. I mean, they were both kind of wrong in different ways. Okay, so let's continue to fix that. Now the other thing that I feel like is missing, is missing here. Combine into custom word. What happens if I just transcribe the selection? Does it get more accurate? Oh, look at that. That's weird. It's now changed to what Otter thinks it is. That's strange. So combine into custom word. Okay. That's okay.
Weekly squeak because it wasn't really weekly anymore. In fact, this week I have 3. So yeah, I needed a more generic name.
I think so. It seems to have transcribed my laugh as sight.
So
Maybe we'll. Let's see if we can help any of the processing here. I wonder if the de-esser is on everything or just the section. I don't know. Not entirely sure. Let's add removing plosives as well. Okay. I don't know if that.
So yeah, I needed a more generic.
Well, we'd like to cut this anyway. Now we're starting to get suggestions here. Although it's actually just a laugh. So let's just delete it. It's going to sound a bit weird, but.
So yeah, I needed a more generic name. My guests today on this interview are...
So that wasn't correct. So that should be today. Okay.
Today on this interview are...
That's also not correct. Or. I like that. And I don't know if now, if we maybe pick that we can retranscribe and see what happens. See if it gets any more accurate. Wasn't really weekly anymore. I have 3. I guess it's, oops. So this is, yeah, I mean, Streamlet is a custom. So I think you can do something similar here. You can, there's no pop out, but you can do similar things. It's been a while since edit, highlights, there we go. So edit, oops, I'm not quite sure what happened there. I think, it's speaker matching right now. That's probably why. So this is actually something that I think is missing in Audiate. You can't identify speakers. Let's see. Well, let's see if this doesn't seem to have got any more accurate. So Amanda from St. Louis.
Streamlit.
No, that's not correct. So let's change that. It is Streamlet, I think. Close enough. Pronounce it to begin with, yeah, yep. So this is the other thing, we don't have multiple speakers, which is a fairly large problem for me, I think, unless I'm missing something. Not seeing anything. Silence all hesitations, delete all hesitations, transcribe sections, replace. That's the same. Let's see what happens if we export the script. Maybe it will identify multiple speakers. I'm not sure. Doesn't look like it. Subtitles are text. Interesting. Okay, let's open up that file, see how it looks. Untitled.txt. I don't think it's going to be massively interesting output, but let's have a look. Yeah, so just a lot of text. So yeah, I mean, it would be useful to have the ability to highlight multiple authors and speakers, I think. Let's continue.
Streamlit. Have I pronounced that correctly to begin with? Streamlit.
Yeah.
Yep.
Perfectly.
So what is Streamlit?
So we have, that is wrong again. Can we just drag? How do we do that? No, okay. I have to do it this way. I wonder if, nope. I was hoping maybe it might recognize that. Now let's see, because there's another instance of the word here. I think, let's just check.
Streamlit lets.
Yeah. So let's see if retranscribing that will pick up the word now. Let's see. 1 minute remaining. I'm not sure if so it's got it correct. Streamlit. So it's actually correct as well in each case. And we don't have multiple authors right now, but you do it from here. Oh, 10 to 15 minutes though. It's hard, I guess. Let's see. So no, in fact, it undid everything I just changed. So that's not great. Can we undo it? Yes. I was hoping it would learn as I went, but no. So we need to change this again. Streamlit. Still not. We also know that's wrong. It should be let's. Well, that's not quite correct. It should be without the apostrophe, but we'll forgive that. That's pretty much hard one to spot. Let's I am professionals.
Let's analytic professionals.
Well, that's interesting because
analytic professionals, data science.
this is interesting because the I was interpreted, or the was interpreted as an I, which is interesting. Let's silence it. But then analytics, that's kind of weird. Can I don't know how you select multiple things from here. No. So we want to get that. It should be analytics. Let's see if Otto got that. Let's analytic professionals. So it's pretty good. Yeah, I just listened. I could hook up the audio again, but I won't.
Analytic professionals, data scientists, machine learning engineers, business analysts, create.
I think there was a removing ums somewhere. Maybe? No, I thought there was. I don't see it actually. I'm not sure if this is doing a great deal either. I mean, I've added some of my own very light processing to this file as well. I wonder, let's maybe try a file where it's just me. I think I have one I can use. import audio though. I wonder what, I think it's a video, unfortunately. Or you can record something, I guess, maybe. That might be a bad idea. With a microphone. Actually, I can use my internal microphone. Let's give that a go. So let's create a new project. Sure. Let's just save it for now. Let's use my internal, actually I can use my OnePlus buds. There we go, perfect. Let's see what happens here. Hi, this is Chris. I am recording on my OnePlus buds. I am doing an example video of how to use TechSmith's Audiate. I hope you get my words correct. Thank you. Okay. Let's see. Now let's do a little bit of processing, I reckon. We will volume level. We will remove some reverb, and we'll remove some noise. Let's see if that... And maybe we'll retranscribe. I don't know if the retranscribing actually makes any difference, really. Not sure. Let's see. No. Okay. Oh, that's terrible microphone quality though, so let's maybe do that again. Okay, let's do that again. Let's delete everything. I might just use the microphone in my laptop instead. Why that was so bad. Wow. Hope that's not how I sound when I use these to occasionally call people. All right, let's do that again. Hi, this is Chris. I am using the internal microphone on my MacBook Pro to test the recording capabilities of TechSmith's Audiate. Looks a little better. It's louder, that's for sure.
Hi, this is Chris. I am using the internal microphone on my MacBook Pro to test the recording capabilities of TechSmith's Audiate.
I like it that the only words you got wrong were the product name and the company name. Let's see if we can correct that. Maybe it will recognize that 48. No, it's a shame. And I think this is... Oops. Okay, well.
TechSmith's Audiate.
Yeah, I mean, I know what this dot is. That's the bit I keep wondering.
Hi, this is Chris.
I'm not quite sure what it thinks a dot is. I think it thinks that that's the hesitations, maybe? Yes, okay. Which was...
This is Chris.
It was actually a high, but fair enough.
This is Chris. I am using the internal microphone on my MacBook Pro to test the recording capabilities of TechSmith's Audiate.
And I wonder if a dash is the... no, it's... Let's see what happens. No, I think the dots, yeah. I'm not sure what the dashes are. I think it just means not sure. Well... And that's pretty much it. There's not much else we can really do here. Export to file, export to Camtasia. I don't have Camtasia. So let's take this same audio maybe. Again, we'll just do some comparison with Otter and see what result we get. It shouldn't take too long. Let's see. Not completely sure where it... there we go. go. Let's see, that shouldn't take too long. It's only 2 megabytes. And whilst we're waiting, anyone has any questions or points to make, please just chime in. I'm still not entirely sure if I was spelling Streamlit correctly, but doesn't matter. So the audio is processing. So actually that got it more right. Audio 8, it still didn't get right. That's sort of fair enough, I think. Actually forgotten how you do this with, I think it's, don't think I've ever really done it. Oh, there we go. Yeah, okay. So, well, I think for me, the lack of multiple speaker recognition is probably a big issue for me. It's useful for spotting some of the, I think I'm more likely to use it for spotting common ums and ahs and things like that, rather than the transcription. Wasn't greatly impressed with the transcription capabilities, but to be honest with you, none. They all have their problems. I think Descript had the same issues, and especially if you're using custom words that don't have real definitions. I don't really know if it learns over time. It's hard to say. You can see if anything is mentioned here. Let's see. Ums and ahs definitely are quite useful. Export, not seeing anything. So here's the pricing, $29.33 per month. If we compare that to Otter, for example, I think that's cheaper. Obviously doesn't have the waveform editing, I don't think. It's interesting because that's a use case that keeps coming up, but personally I haven't ever really found a need for editing like text. I don't know. I'm kind of happy editing like audio, but so yeah, that's actually a fair bit more expensive. You don't get kind of custom application and things like that, of course. So you can add custom names and terms, speakers, things like that. So it's more expensive. Yeah, especially that's also in euros. So new features. So if you're using Camtasia, that's probably quite useful, that kind of instant sync and improved editing and creation. Yeah. So for voiceovers, it's pitching it more as a voiceover thing, which I guess makes more sense with the Camtasia integration. There would be, I don't use Camtasia, I use Snagit. I guess there would be a reasonable reasoning to have that also sync. But yeah, I'm not sure. I may try it for this loose cutting out ums and ahs and things like that. I'd have to see how much the audio processing changes. I don't know if we can open up. Oh, it's not there anymore for some reason. To see the kind of the quality of the audio that's re-exported. I think I would probably rather lean on Adobe Audition than the effects here, I guess. I have no real evidence to support that, but yeah. I think I feel like that would be something I prefer to do. But yeah, I don't know. If you're heavily invested in the ecosystem already, you may find it useful. I don't think I'm going to change my workflow quite yet. Maybe when the accuracy is there and if I can tweak the dictionary, and it might be more useful to me, even to just do it for transcribing my just one-person videos, especially with that SRT export for captions. That is actually, I saw it somewhere. What was it? Let's see. I did see it somewhere. Yeah, so that's actually quite useful. I don't think Otter does that. That's not really what it's designed for. So they have these two slightly different use cases. Let's see. Oh no, it does do it. Okay. So there we go. So it does do it actually. I'm not sure if you can import videos into Otter though. Well, you can't import videos into I don't think so. Let's see. Can we import a video? New project. Import an audio file. It says quite clearly, but let's see what happens. And I have some. Where shall I go? I know I've got a video here because I was just. I think this. Yeah. Oh, it's a QuickTime. I don't think it needs to have any audio. Oh. It's doing something, but I don't think there's actually any audio in this file. So, but it let me do it, so it's interesting. But there's actually no audio in it. So yeah, I don't know. TechSmith Audiate, techsmith.com/audiate.html. If you are wanting to create, I think especially subtitles for your tutorial videos, I think that's a very good use case. I may try that on the next one I make. I'm actually making one right now. And I may give it a go and see how that works, although it is video, so we'll see. It could be useful, although, I mean, that's the other problem is it's a very busy space now. Even like YouTube will do it for you now. So it's a very busy space, unfortunately, and the companies who are in that space have very deep pockets. So there's a lot of competition, a lot of hard competition, and it's a hard engineering problem. So yeah. That was TechSmith Audiate. I hope you found that interesting. It's always kind of difficult when you have an inconclusive hands-on, but hopefully you found it interesting, especially talking to my kind of tech writer, tech journalist type audience. You may find that quite useful and prefer it over other tools. I will be back next week again at 4:30 Central European Time, PM. That's 2:30 PM UTC with another hands-on. Until then, you can find more at christianschiller.com, including all my other videos and my podcasts and my writing and all those sorts of things. And please, if you've enjoyed this hands-on stream, then share, leave a comment, leave a review, tell your friends, say hello. And until next week, have a good week, and I'll see you next week.